No Bigfooters or Sasquatch were harmed during the filming of this video. Just their pride.
We are walking all around the woods. We are walking really far. Is that Bigfoot books? Take a look. It's Bigfoot! This loser fights on the internet. He's a total troll. His friends live on the internet. He's a total piece of shit.
Yeah.
His bookstore smells like pee-pee. His bug eyes are just so creepy. I don't know what to do with him. Take a look. It's Steven. He's squatching on the internet. He's a total idiot. Trolling you on cyberspace. He's a total big disgrace. He lurks in the shadows at night. His bug eyes are a fright. I don't know what to do with him. Take a look. It's Steven. When you're in Bluff Creek, you need to take a leak. Where? Inside Steven's smelly, dirty Bigfoot store.
Hello out there. I'm out here with my Sasquatch friends. Gotta be quiet. But this is C. Wayne Wilson. And welcome to Off the Rictor.
And here we have a structure.
Hey my little Squatch monsters, it's time to shake up the Bigfoot community. This is Off the Rictor, Season 3. Bigfoot's your forest friend? Are you kidding me? This is a show where I roast Bigfoot attention whores and hoaxers and Bigfoot superstars. Like me.
Bigfoot is like cancer, in my opinion.
Did she just say Bigfoot's like cancer? Aw, honey, that's why you're not Bigfooter of the Year.
No. Bigfoot is not like cancer at all.
He looked like a Neanderthal man with a lot of hair. About 800 pounds. Massive.
Oh boy, here we go. Make sure your seats are raised and tray tables locked in the upright position.
The ultimate goal is to pick good solid evidence that the forest people are alive and well. And
You want your Bigfoot video to be seen? Now's your chance.
Oh, God. Bad.
Let's be honest here, guys. I refuse to believe in Bigfoot.
See? He just confessed!
Rictor is a liar and Rictor is a hoaxer.
He doesn't believe in Bigfoot! Ah!
But I think it's real. Not because of these stupid white people making Bigfoot videos on YouTube. The truth with Sasquatch lies with the Native Americans. And it's my job to point out the Bigfoot bullshit.
From the Foundation for Community Service Cable Television.
Hey my little Squatch monsters, let's see what's on public access TV. You remember those old local cable channels that featured horrible original content that wasn't on regular television? Let's watch.
that led me straight to you.
And you can contact Gene or myself at 895-3195.
For your bullshit show.
Oh, sounds nice. Yeah. You and your dog, may I help you?
Help. Don't answer.
They look like ugly Bigfoot lesbians. And apparently, they are just as prepared.
Welcome. This is where we get to talk and debate about all things paranormal, strange, and just plain weird.
This is where we talk and debate about all things paranormal, strange, and just plain weird. No, this is where we change the channel.
Rick, yes? Can you tell us about some of the 50s, Cafe 50s week, some of the special nights starting with Mellow Mondays? Hold on, we need to get your mic up there.
Well, Mellow Mondays, I wish I worked, but since I don't, I can tell you about it.
What in gay hell is this blast from the past? Oh no.
From what I know, the burgers are half off and so are the omelets.
But not the waiters.
No, well they're full price. Tuesday nights has the 2 for Tuesdays, the sandwiches, which I work. And you can buy one sandwich, the next person will get another sandwich free.
Oh. That queen is just way too gay. Gay. Gay, bitch. Gay.
That's what that one's about. And Wednesday night, well, we know what Wednesday night is. Come in your pajamas.
Wacky Wednesday!
There's got to be something better on TV. Hey, that's that well-known Bigfoot researcher, Mantra Withers. But this footage is from 1977. I recognize her because her hairstyle hasn't changed. But apparently she's been doing public access TV for a very long time. Well, it's the new millennium, so let's see what Mantra looks like today. Oh, those side shots are never flattering, are they, girls?
Yes, it is.
It's that time again. Okay, fan favorite. Here we go.
As the paranormal world turns.
I love that. A 70-year-old Louisiana woman, Elle Melichetti, has come forward claiming she raised a baby Bigfoot and says she even taught him a few simple English words.
This is the paranormal Golden Girls, okay? I bet when they sneeze, they pee. This is what you call paranormal menopause.
You know, who's to say it's not true? I mean,
anyone with a brain? Hello?
Mirror, mirror on the wall, what's the most popular paranormal talk show of all?
Definitely not this one. Okay, fine. Maybe this one. It's the only one on public access TV that doesn't feature ugly Bigfoot lesbians. Let's give osteoporosis a chance to speak.
And you just came back from a conference.
Yes,
and
yes.
you lectured, and how'd that go?
It went great. It went great. We had a really good time. It was at the Balboa Theater in San Francisco, and it was called the Bigfoot Bonanza, which was really cool. And they had all these really great, just super cheesy Bigfoot movies, you know, like the $6 Million Man, you know, battling the Bionic Man and Bigfoot and that kind of stuff. I mean, just all kinds of fun stuff. So,
just from the pictures you posted while you were there, you could tell you were having a great time because you met a lot of people that you're in the business, so to speak.
Yeah, and it was nice because we got to see some of our old friends too.
Yeah.
So Cliff Barrickman was there, Bobo was there, of course my best friend Kathy was there, so we got to hang out a little bit. And we had Rictor from Off the Rictor with us too.
Yeah,
who's,
he's a hoot.
He's a hoot. He's a lot of fun. We just love Rictor. And
I don't get, I do get them, but some of his posts, cartoon posts.
Yeah, he's a good artist too.
Yeah.
Yeah, he was on that show Bigfoot Bounty.
Oh, was he?
Yeah, which was, forget, a while back, or a couple of years ago. But anyway, so yeah, we got to see a lot of neat people.
Oh, they warmed my cold, frozen heart. Thank you, ladies. I shall not roast you on this day. You get immunity. Immunity. Let's see what else is on public access TV.
There's a Facebook troll over there.
Time for some real Bigfoot research.
Guns are not toys. You're grown men.
Safety is something that happens between your ears, not something you hold in your hands. You don't need to be an activist to learn about safety. Guns are not toys.
There are so many things that are wrong with this video. Number one, you have grown men playing with real, actual guns. And number two, they're implying they are shooting at other human beings over Bigfoot. And number three, they don't even know how to handle a rifle properly. This is not just inappropriate and reckless, it's wrong on every fundamental level. You don't make videos pretending to be shooting your trolls. Now this video was posted by the drunk geologist Jamie Wayne Shutment, and he called it Steven Strufert and Gang Defend the Coalition from Facebook Trolls. For those of you who are watching, the Coalition Facebook group is one of the worst Bigfoot groups on Facebook that's out there. It's filled with broken, miserable, hateful people who are ironically trolls themselves, who don't leave their dirty bookstores or broken down Canadian trailers or their mother's basement. And at one time, I was once a member of this group, and I'm now ashamed to admit it.
All right, so how do I make myself an admin? Okay, wait. All right, so members. Okay, so find a member. Rictor, enter. There I am. Make admin. Done. All right.
With Steven Strufert and his fat sidekick, Jamie Shutment, it's like some kind of a weird, twisted Jay and Silent Bob, right? What Steven Strufert and his fat sidekick, Jamie Shutment, do is attack everyone and every piece of Bigfoot evidence in that Facebook group. No one is safe from ridicule. In fact, they're responsible for driving a lot of people away from Bigfoot. Who wants to post your videos and your photos when all you're gonna get is people attacking you and your character, calling you every name in the book and harassing you? That's not fun. That's what Bigfoot is. That's what they have turned Bigfoot into. Steven and Jamie are a part of the Bluff Creek Project, and apparently they made this video 5 years ago. And last year, a response video was posted by that Bigfoot cult leader, Matthew Johnson, the brain-injured idiot that calls his Bigfoot area the CIA, which is the Chehalis Interaction Area.
Yeah. We're part of the Southern Troll Removal Brigade, and we're here at the CIA to make sure we get rid of some trolls.
Look, Daryl, there's a troll right there.
Go! Good God. Go get me a troll. Yeah!
Two wrongs don't make a right. What shocks me is that Steven Strufert, despite his sociopathic nature, is the smartest man in the world of Bigfoot, yet he lacks common sense. Why would he let himself be filmed like this? It's just a joke, Rictor. Oh. No, this isn't a joke. There's nothing funny about this video. You guys want to be taken serious as Bigfoot researchers with your Bluff Creek project? This is why I mock Steven. He deserves every bit of ridicule and character shaming that I present on Off the Rictor.
Ah! This isn't outrage! This is a disgrace! That Rictor polio, he doesn't know what he's talking about! Ah!
Ah! Imagine if we saw Finding Bigfoot's Cliff Barrickman and Matt Moneymaker, or the Olympic Project's Derek Randalls, or even the International Bigfoot Conference's Russell Accord, or the Wood Ape Conservancy making videos like this. They would be ruined. They don't make videos like this, and there's a reason for it. They're professional. And this is what separates the men from the boys. Uh-oh. This is what's wrong with the Bigfoot community. Their online behavior is now spilling, overflowing into video form. Let me paint you a better picture for those of you with a 6th grade education like Jamie and Stephen. While I'm at it, I will address other members of the Bluff Creek Project that condone their horrific behavior. Rowdy Kelly and Robert Lederman. Now guys, if someone was hurt by these kinds of shenanigans and improper gun safety, this video could be used against you in a court of law. Think!
One last little straggler. I think we got him. Still kicking? Time for some real Bigfoot research.
This is why there's no Bigfoot. Because people like them are out there drinking and making complete asses of themselves on video. Maybe this is why there's been no credible Bigfoot report in Bluff Creek since 1967. Either there's no Bigfoot, or these pretend researchers have been too busy drinking, playing with their guns, and making videos demonstrating to the whole wide world their ignorance and unprofessionalism. It's like a Bigfoot circle jerk. Shame on Rowdy Kelly, and shame on Robert Lederman for condoning it. They were the only 2 decent members of the Bluff Creek Project, but are apparently just as reprehensible as their shameful colleagues, the beer-guzzling Jamie Shutmat and the googly-eyed, bug-eyed, fish-eyed Steven Struford.
Ew.
You know the saying, Robert and Rowdy? When you lie down with dogs, you get fleas, and you're guilty by association. Remember that.
How dare you?
I really wish I could have respected you guys.
Time for some real Bigfoot research.
This video paints a bad picture for all of them and the world of Bigfoot. Shame. Change the channel.
Up above the ridge behind me was the first encounter with these lights while I was out Bigfooting.
Meet Toby Johnson. This sad, unfortunate loser looks like Larry the Cable Guy and Justin Smea's bastard love child. He's also not the sharpest tool in the shed, but nonetheless, a tool.
At this point, I hadn't seen them. I had only heard somebody describe what was coming our way. Right above Jude's head here, within about...
His video editing is a mess, but that is also reflective of the guests he provides in his video. For example, he includes Bigfoot personalities in his Bigfoot Lights in the Sky video, but doesn't vet them properly. It's like he hangs out in an alley and interviews whatever homeless person walks by.
And having what appeared like a lighter strike above the brim of my baseball cap. You could see it illuminate and cast out.
This includes that loudmouth lunatic Mark Zatsky, who I roasted in season 1 of Off the Rictor, who makes Bigfoot demands and is angry and he's always screaming like a little bitch.
You're a goddamn joke.
He's pissy because no one takes him seriously. Why should we? Oh look, he's in Toby's video.
I need to see things. I need to investigate things first, and I haven't done a lot of investigation into that particular phenomenon or those types of reports on those abilities.
And then there's Shannon Legro, who was once a Sasquatch Chronicles fangirl, and now she's doing something midnight in the desert.
There was a light, and the light was probably, I'm guessing, 50 yards from our position in the building. It was moving quite quickly.
Oh look, it's the Sierra Sounds Ron Moorhead who explains quantum physics, can explain Bigfoot, but gets lost in translation, yeah.
Lights are another thing. You know, I wasn't there tonight, but the Johnson brothers had these lights following them around orbs over their heads. And just a thing. What was that all about?
But then there's my co-star from the $10 million Bigfoot bounty, the biggest drug addict of all time, Michael Merchant.
I've seen these orbs you've talked about, and I don't have an explanation for them either. They, the few that I've seen vary in size, but I mean, I've seen them, you know, this big.
Snowwalker Prime, yeah, that's who you have to corroborate your lights in the sky, Bigfoot Toby Johnson? Really? Really?
Nigger.
Let's see what other videos Toby provides the Bigfoot community with.
All right, come over here. Look what's on my car seat. I didn't have my sunroof down.
Get out of here. Get out of here.
Look what's on my car seat. I did not have my sunroof down.
I got goosebumps.
I did not have my sunroof down.
Oh, cool. Incredible. It's
Nobody has their window down.
What the hell is going on? Is this Dr. Johnson's Janu Bigfoot cult? You really think Bigfoot is leaving you random presents in your car? You're that special, Toby Johnson? Really?
Oh, that's so beautiful. Thank you, guys. Oh my gosh.
Couldn't it have just fallen?
Jude.
What are those handprints?
Oh, thank you, forest people. Thank you.
Couldn't it have just fallen?
Jude.
What are those handprints?
Well, I don't know, but
so amazing.
Isn't that beautiful?
It's beautiful.
What do you know?
And it's a white one. Usually a white. Oh, it's a gray. We got to look up a gray. What a gray feather means. They all have different meanings, but that's beautiful.
What does a gray feather mean when it's placed on your car seat when no one's looking, given to you by the mysterious creature called Sasquatch? Well, my little Squatch monsters, we're gonna find out. I have Dr. Matthew Johnson's book, Bigfoot, a 50-year journey come full circle. We're gonna find out what the feather from the Janu given by Zorth means. If you find a gray feather on your car seat when no one's looking, it means you're an idiot.
So we just opened the car door, and this was sitting in there now.
Oh my, Bigfoot gave you a ring? That means you're going steady, Toby. Get ready to bend over for Bigfoot. I'll warn you, it's big and hairy. But then you are kind of lispy, you know. I'm Toby Johnson, and this is my Bigfoot videos.
And it wasn't there, I don't know. You guys all witnessed that, right? The ring wasn't there. We checked the video. And this ring, Jude, tell them what you saw.
Hey, Jude. A blue swish, right? Before that, you found.
When we closed the door over the car.
It was over and by the tree, and it went.
What do you mean a swish?
It looked like the genie out of Aladdin, the blue, like, mist.
Maybe your eyes are more open than ours. I don't know, but when we opened the car door, this is my ring, but it goes up here. There's no way for that to fall from here all the way to the middle of that seat by me closing the door. I mean, look at it. But how?
What the f are these people on? This is truly sad. First of all, Toby Johnson, if Bigfoot was leaving you presents, he would give you a book on how to edit videos properly. You are so gullible. Someone was obviously pranking you, and rightfully so. I can't stop the list. I would if I was with you, man. I'd prank your ass. You and your Bigfoot Hare Krishnas can't separate reality from fantasy, and you drive vehicles, and you people vote in elections? This is why we have President Trump.
Oh no.
There was a hoax.
Look, everybody, Bigfoot left me presents too. On the seat of my car. He gave me a butt plug and some anal beads.
That's so beautiful. Ooh. Thank you. I keep getting just waves of chills, so that is so cool. Amazing.
How would that get in there?
You people are an embarrassment to mankind, but this is not my serious gripe with Toby Jumpfin. No. He posted a video that he recorded from a YouTube ghost hunting show saying these ghost hunters have Sasquatch sign all around during filming. He found a light pulse in the woods. The dumb doesn't even notice its reflected light from a flashlight being held by the guy sitting on the far right. Are you kidding me?
Time we used to have sleepovers at each other's house.
And you call yourself a Bigfoot researcher? If I had a Hall of Shame award for the dumbest Bigfooter, it would be you, Toby Dunfin. Congratulations, Toby. You're an absolute idiot or a hoaxer. Which is it?
Things that make you go,
Maybe both.
Hey, how's everybody doing? If you're wondering where we're at, we're high above the forest of southern Indiana.
Meet Greg Yost. This Indiana walking porta potty wants to make a YouTube channel all about the facts of Bigfoot. Let's just jump right into this proverbial rabbit hole and see what he has to say.
As you can see, it's a great habitat for the forest people, and they love this forest.
Stop calling them forest people, dude. You don't even know what these things are, if they're real. The definition of people is the men, women, and children of a particular nation, community, or ethnic group. It doesn't say anything about Sasquatch, does it? Yeah.
And let people know that we're getting ready to get our YouTube channel up and rolling. I mean, there's a lot more to Bigfooting than a lot of people think. And my channel's going to be entertaining. It's going to be educational. It's going to be informative. Everything's going to be 100% real.
No, I have to stop you right there, Backwoods Bob. The only thing real you will be giving us with your Bigfoot YouTube channel is your opinions. Because as of right now, Bigfoot's not considered to be real. Aww. Sorry.
Yeah, I'm going to be going over structures. I'm going to go over bows.
Did he say bones or bows? Is he drunk? Does he talk like that intentionally? My God, we have Toby Cindy Brady over here, and now we got this stuttering Michael J. Fox, Duck Dynasty wannabe.
You know, the meetings I think they believe in. We're gonna, I want group participation. I want comments.
Either he's idealistic, or this is the beginnings of another Bigfoot hoax YouTube channel.
You people are going to see what I see through my eyes, through the eyes of the camera. And the ultimate goal is to pick good solid evidence that the forest people are alive and well.
You're not going to get solid evidence playing in your magic Bigfoot treehouse, Greg.
You know, people don't believe in it after they watch my channel. Maybe they might. That's how good of a stuff we're going to be putting out on it.
My, you sure do have a pretty mouth there, Greg. Invite me up to your magic treehouse. I'll give you some solid evidence that you can swallow.
I'm not going to stick my camera in every bush. You know, there's a Bigfoot in there. You know, and chance we do see a Bigfoot, and we have seen many out here. Yes, you're all going to see it too.
How do you even know what a Bigfoot is, Greg? I'm sorry to poop in your forest people parade, but this is a fact. And since you want your Bigfoot YouTube channel to be all about the facts, guess there won't be anything for you to talk about, will there, Greg? Because there are no facts about Bigfoot. Period.
I mean, I have seen multiple Bigfoots out here in this forest.
I don't believe you. And judging by how dirty you are, I don't think you've even taken a shower this week.
This is where we've seen a group of them. Not one, not two, not three, not four. I'm talking a whole group. And then on top of that, we've seen a big bright anomaly the size of a train light coming through the woods in a deep ravine over here. And all the forest people run to the light.
Oh, God. Will someone tell Toby, Lispy, Cindy Brady that we found his magic Bigfoot orbs flying through the woods of Indiana? We know this because this homeless man is telling us all about it in his video.
I mean, how many people can truly say they have seen a whole group of them?
Greg, on this show, I castrate many Bigfoot hoaxers by using their videos against them. For example, some are methadone addicts, like those two Virginia racists.
People have seen our evidence. They've seen our photographs of Squatches, which we have more than anybody in the whole state of Virginia.
They see groups of Bigfoot every day. Then there's C. Wayne Wilson of North Carolina, who's seen hundreds just outside of his trailer park.
And I looked there, I said, good day, there's at least 50 to 60 Squatches up there near where the railroad tracks were.
Do you want me to continue, Greg? Bigfoot cult leader Matthew Johnson, God, creepy, sees Bigfoot every single day, and you're putting yourself in their category, which means you're either lying, a drug addict, an attention whore, or someone who's suffering from a brain injury. Which is it? Hey, Greg, here's a hint. They're friggin' trees, man.
And this was late at night. This was probably at 2 o'clock in the morning. It was dark, it was rainy, it was windy, it was pitch black up here. Couldn't see your hand in front of your eyes.
So after what you just described, Greg, my little treehouse bandit, it was a dark and stormy night. 2 in the morning, it was rainy, pitch black, and you couldn't see your hand in front of your eyes. Yet, how could you see so many Sasquatch on the ground below your magic Bigfoot treehouse? Were they all carrying flashlights? Or was it some kind of a rave with glow sticks? Oh, I get it. They had orbs all around them, illuminating them so that you could see them and then not document anything with a camera. He wants us to think it was like that scene from Jurassic Park 2, The Lost World, where Dr. Malcolm and his daughter were in the high-hide.
Nothing like that. We're in a completely different situation right now.
But instead of an extinct dinosaur walking underneath them, it's an imaginary person who lives in the forest.
Eddie, is there any way we can communicate with the trailers?
This is bullshit, guys. I'm tired of this. I'm tired of being a part of a Bigfoot crazy community. It's all a circus. The lunatics have won. Whatever happened to science? Oh, that's right. Science is on TV with CSI. Why can't you guys turn off Star Trek and watch CSI and learn something about forensic investigations? I'm a little triggered.
But we're going to go over that. We're going to go over that encounter. We're going to go over many encounters. So please, I'll keep you posted when it's coming out. And enjoy your evening, and I'll see y'all later. Peace.
I've been asked my opinion about this year's ICBRO, Daniel Benoit conference, my opinion about him, my opinion about the Bigfoot conference, my opinion about what happened at last year's Bigfoot conference, which actually was a huge scandal at the time. There almost wasn't a Bigfoot conference, is the truth. This isn't meant to be derogatory. This is just meant to be my opinion.
Oh no. What did Daniel Benoit do to piss off this woman? This is Kimberly McGeorge. She's a world famous psychic. And has written hundreds of books on spiritual, paranormal, and energy medicine. And she made a video exposing the ECBRO's first annual conference in Virginia. Now remember, my little Squatch monsters, the ECBRO stands for East Coast Bigfoot Retard Organization. And if there was any evidence of that, it's in this video.
If you intend to destroy my reputation by making damaging videos about me maliciously or for revenge, then you'll be receiving a copyright notice from me and my attorney.
Hold my beer.
Then you'll be receiving a copyright notice from me and my attorney. One warning only. Each subsequent incident will come with a $5,000 fine.
I don't know how you straight men can deal with women like this. I have something called a remote control, and it has a mute button for women like her. Watch. It's magic. But I'm not straight, and I love me a good bitch. So, bitch on, Kimberly McGeorge.
This is my opinion.
Give them hell, girl.
I have screenshots. This is my opinion, but I want to make it really clear. I have screenshots, I have contracts, I have double contracts as we get into the whole mess of everything. And I have tons of other people that were there.
Oh, Daniel Benoit, what did you do? Don't you know a power bitch when you see one?
Some people will say, well, why didn't you talk to Daniel? Daniel didn't talk to me after the conference. He did not speak one word to me. He did not apologize to me. He did not thank me for everything that I did. He completely ignored me. Why, you say? So why would he do that? Because he knows he was ashamed. He knows that I saw who he was. He knows that I told others who he was. And he knows that other people, i.e. everybody at that conference, other than maybe the vendors, know who he is as a person.
I can attest Daniel isn't too bright, but it is one of his charming qualities.
I don't even think they have a word in any language for how I was treated at the conference and how other people were used and treated at the conference.
Ryan Reading, another legendary Bigfooter, is watching this show. Hey Ryan, let's help Kimberly out. What word is she looking for?
Disrespect.
Thank you.
It's super shocking to me that certain people and entities still choose to be involved with him even though they know who he is. I imagine that it's a mutual using type of situation, which is how the world works.
Kimberly here means to use the word symbiont. Bigfoot attention whores and hoaxers have a symbiont relationship. Example, Donald Trump and Vladimir Putin, the NRA and Senator Ted Cruz or Marco Rubio, all the way down to the bottom of the barrel with hoaxer Michael Cook.
I saw a Bigfoot.
And Daniel Benoit.
We are holding our first annual Virginia Bigfoot Conference. It's going to be big. We have several guest speakers.
All money-based, all...
So Daniel threw me under the bus because he can't admit responsibility for anything. He can't say, I was wrong. Maybe there's not professional reputations in Bigfoot. Maybe that's the problem. Maybe there should be.
Boom. Say it again, Kim. Damn, I love this red hot bitch.
Maybe there's not professional reputations in Bigfoot. Maybe that's the problem. Maybe there should be.
Uh-oh.
So 6 weeks before, he's whining and begging for money. And as it gets closer and closer, he starts getting really tragic and making impassioned emotional pleas, saying a situation came up. You're going to love this, you guys. And I honestly, and I'm speaking to every single person other than Ron Moorhead that was at this conference that are his friends, vendors that are close to him, and other speakers that knew about this situation. Why are you protecting him? I gave him a year to come to me. I gave him a year to change. I did not see any change in his attitude about money or responsibility on Facebook. He even opened a GoFundMe this year to pay his child support or buy a new truck, or it was our responsibility to fix his car or fund his woo-woo trips into the wilderness. It's no one's responsibility to provide for Daniel and his family and his daughter except Daniel.
That is a commonality with these Bigfoot losers, always asking for money through crowdfunding. Even Bigfoot paranormal author Lauren Coleman has done it. The commonality here is no shame. But Lauren Coleman has a museum, and Lauren Coleman has a reputation, and Lauren Coleman is an established author. Who's Daniel Benoit?
He's a nobody.
Sad.
Ew.
Damn shame.
And so he calls me and he's like, I have a situation. I'm deeply ashamed. And it's going to ruin the whole conference if you don't give me money. Here's the situation. So the Mikes from Ohio, I'm sorry, you guys, I don't remember the name of your group. They're paranormal guys. They're great guys. I didn't think that at first, and I'll go into why, but they are. I like them. They're awesome.
Did she just throw some shade?
I didn't think that at first.
Play that again.
They're great guys. I didn't think that at first, and I'll go into why. I love the She Squatchers too, if you don't get me wrong.
She Squatchers? Good Lord. Bigfoot's jumped the shark. What's next? Squatching drag queens? Bigfoot chicks?
So why does Daniel need money, you might ask? Well, let me tell you.
Oh boy, here it comes. Daniel, why on earth did you send me this woman's link where she rips on you? Didn't you think for 1 second I was going to investigate and ask the people involved if she was speaking the truth? Which it is. No shame.
Uh-oh. So the Mikes, I guess, I don't know that they got paid, and they'll have to correct me on this, or I'm sure Daniel will. They gave him money to reserve them a room. That is what happened. They gave him money for their hotel room. So we're a couple weeks away from the conference. And why is he calling Kimberly McGeorge, who is not a bank, by the way? He calls the Bank of Kimberly and makes it my responsibility to bail him out of his mess. And this is what he asked me to do. This is the story.
Why do you women insist on giving these kinds of men money? Bigfoot author Misty Alaba, I'm talking to you too, girl. No, that's one hell of an Ed Brown story. Ooh.
Couldn't pay my rent. My truck broke down. Have you guys not heard this story 1,000 times? I'm a woman, single woman. Been divorced a long time, been single a long time. I have four children. So a grown man is coming to a single woman with 4 children and begging for money.
That's because he's your 5th child, girl.
Because he took the Mike's money. Let's call it what it is. He stole the Mike's money that they gave him for their hotel room, and he spent it on Daniel's living expenses. Not on conference expenses, on Daniel's living expenses.
Correction. We helped sponsor the conference. Kimberly paid for our hotel room. That is all. Carry on. Back to work. Slacker. Lollygagger. You could be getting things done, but instead you're watching this. Now go.
That was Mike Feltner or Mike Miller? I don't know. There's 2 of them, and I can only tell them apart from their mobility scooters. Bigfooters on wheels. Leave no handicapped squatcher behind.
I think Kimberly was really dumb and decided to have mercy because people have had mercy on me. His pitch was, this is very important. I know you don't understand why I'm telling you this, but you want a minute. The whole conference will be destroyed. So I'm like, well, gosh, I was actually leaning toward not giving him the money till he gave me that pitch. So I'm like, well, if the whole conference is going to be destroyed, I'll go ahead and pay for their hotel room. So I gave them a credit card to hold the room or whatever. And the hotel knew that I would be in to pay for the Mike's room. Now, I wasn't given all the information. I did not know it was Mike's in the She Squatchers room. Remember, I paid for my own hotel room. And I guess if Mike and the She Squatchers want to hang out, you know, it's really weird to me when you have your wives and other women in the same room. But that's their prerogative.
Oh, I gotta love the tea she's spilling. I love her. She needs to make bitchy rant videos. I'd subscribe, and I think you would too.
To me, it says something about where someone is professionally when you can't pay for your own hotel room. And if Daniel was promising to pay for other people's rooms and sticking people together, he should have offered to pay for mine, since I was one of the biggest sponsors of this event. But instead, he shorted me whenever he could.
Being one of the biggest speakers for an ECBRO conference isn't something to be proud of, my dear. Those who lay down with dogs, remember I said that earlier, get fleas and apparently an empty checking account.
Now it gets super interesting. Here's what really happened at the 2018 ICRO Virginia Bigfoot Conference. I had asked Daniel, because I had a slide presentation, do we have a mic? Do we have a screen? Do we have audio-visual equipment? Do I need to bring my computer? Do I need to figure out how to do my computer, my slides? No, it's all taken care of. A lot of his friends, a lot of the speakers started talking to me and saying, this is crazy. Daniel's sitting in his van. Outside of the conference, there's nothing set up. There's no audiovisual equipment. Nothing is done. There's no sound system. People were going and spending their own money. I'm not going to say who. It's not my story to tell. But speakers were using their own money, just as I had to use mine to cover his butt, to go to Walmart and go to places to buy electronic equipment the night before the conference and the morning of the conference to set this up for all the people that attended the conference.
In order to put on a successful conference, you need money, and lots of it. Working at McDonald's and putting on a Bigfoot conference is a recipe for disaster, Daniel. Even my dogs agree.
And I kept hearing multiple people, men and women, saying Daniel's just sitting in his van texting. He was out of his mind. He couldn't handle it, didn't know what to do. Other people were stepping up, problem solving, making it happen. So I paid the bill because I was coming over to the hotel and Mike came rushing out and was screaming. And the hotel people, it was a mess. But we talked, and we even all talked about walking out because Daniel had threatened to not allow me to speak. So when they found out the whole truth and the backstory, there were people that were going to back me and also walk out and not speak. And this is going on an hour or so before the conference started. So there almost was no Bigfoot conference, or a really crappy one, because of Daniel and his mismanagement of any sort of morality or ethics.
We are holding our first annual Virginia Bigfoot Conference. It's going to be big.
This is why no one takes Daniel Benoit seriously. It's nothing but drama. Online egos, bitching, and whining. Do you see Dr. Meldrum doing that? Did you see Dr. John Bindernagel do that when he was alive? Hell, even quantum woo-woo Ron Moorhead doesn't even do this. This is Bigfoot Failure 101. What not to do as a Bigfoot researcher.
The venue was horrifically dark and dingy, not clean, did not have proper lighting, did not have proper screen, tons of drama, tons of stress. And guess what?
Oh, please. Tell us what, Kimberly?
Most of the speakers you couldn't hear. I would say half the speakers, including me, you couldn't hear. Why?
Why, Kim?
Because Daniel had booked a venue that was a double venue. And there was a huge, loud wedding that after their wedding, they came over and they had their reception there. I mean, I know he went and asked them to keep it down. You can't go ask someone to keep it down. That's not your right.
We want you to be there. We want you to come and experience a historical event. This is the first of many big events.
So my suggestion is do not do business with Daniel. Do not get involved with his conference because it's not a reputable thing. He's not an ethical person.
One of the biggest events on the East Coast. I don't have the words to explain.
He's going to throw you under the bus when he can. He's going to take advantage of your kindness and generosity when he can. He's going to lie about you. He lied about the guys to me. He lied about the Sasquatchers. He lied about me to them.
Girl, even I could have told you that. If Bob Gimlin or Cliff Barrickman don't show up, what does that tell you? It's the D-list Bigfoot conference, and it lived up to its name.
All it takes is for people to go straight to each other instead of through this crazy one in the middle. I was also on a radio show of his, and if you listen to the radio show, it sounds like a bunch of drunk guys, scratching their what and sitting around a campfire. I mean, it's just ridiculous. It's not professional. Daniel says he's a professional Bigfoot researcher. He's not.
Here is a small sample of what Kimberly is talking about. This is what real Bigfoot research is all about. It puts to shame Cliff Barrickman, Bobo, Matt Moneymaker, Kathy Strain.
I mean, I will reveal everything necessary.
But yeah, this is one of the tracks that I found when I come out Saturday afternoon.
Long time no see, Nikki.
Hi.
Hi, Nikki.
Hi, Freddie, darling.
Hey, Nikki, I got some good video of Squatches following me on my GoPro.
The other day, I think I was watching that.
Yeah.
And I thought I saw something.
I have trouble with quite a few people. I mean, I name names like Russ Mock, Steven Schufer. They bitch, whine, moan, barely do any research. I'm not a damn scientist.
I mean, I will reveal everything necessary one way or another. I got people watching out for me.
There's places I can't see, but I got eyes there. I want people to know what I have is real. Yeah, I'm just gonna do a screen share. I shared it earlier just to show the comments that were being said. You know, he claims well said. So first, he's a follower. He's not a leader.
I shared the truth about Steven Strufer and how they don't, how they charge people and what they do and how crooked they are. Mr. Steven Strufer doesn't make typos. He's Mr. Perfect.
I don't like him!
So when
He's the worst thing that ever happened to Bigfoot!
Right.
It's just ridiculous. And why these girls and other people want to continue to do business with an unethical person that's screwed other people over, I'd really like an answer to that.
I can answer that because they're all attention whores, opportunists, or uneducated, dumb, and bright as a doorknob. That's why, hello, you had the lying Kentucky hoaxer Michael Cook there, girl. Girl, ask him why he tells people he was on Monster Quest, when in fact, this fat hillbilly in drag wasn't. The truth comes out at last. Fraud alert.
Science searches for answers on Monster Quest.
I don't have a lot of time. Like, I am super busy. Like, I have an awesome life.
Yeah, an awesome life castrating men like Daniel Benoit, which I approve of. But then, there's not much to castrate, is there? But you can use my little scissors. They're more than enough to get the job done.
I do hang out with ethical people. Stacey Brown, awesome guy. Wayne Wilson.
What? Girl, haven't you seen this?
Hello, hello. Hello, my friends. Where's my little friend? Is that you, Nefertiti?
Oh, honey, you're destroying your credibility in a single breath.
Wayne Wilson.
Stop.
Riva, Debs, Joel, Mark from Colorado Bigfoot.
Girl, Mark Abel, Mr. Colorado Bigfoot, is the next segment I shake up after your public execution of the ECBRO. And Mark Abel is the biggest hoaxer I've seen in a very long time.
It is not easy to constantly produce Bigfoot stuff.
You guys really need to increase professionalism in the crypto community because it's already downgraded. Paranormal's already downgraded. Paranormal community is even worse. It's thought of as people that go around and do drugs and sleep with each other's wives and get drunk at the conferences. So why don't we want to bring the level of professionalism up? It's not even about research because Bigfoot isn't all about research.
She
it's
gets
about
it.
Sharing
Thank God.
Evidence, sharing pictures.
Finally.
Being with good people that have common interests. And there are good people that hang around Daniel. I'm not sure why. Maybe he lies to them too. Maybe they haven't caught him yet. Maybe they won't always be around him. But to me, this is an opportunity to come clean and say, you're right. I messed up. You're right. What she's saying is true. Because what I'm saying is true. And I can prove it.
She speaks the Bigfoot truth. Not only can she prove it,
and I can prove it,
but one of the Ohio mobility scooters is here to give his eyewitness account about this horrible ECBRO Bigfoot conference.
Hello, let's talk about the 2018 Virginia Bigfoot Conference that was put on by Daniel Benoit. First of all, nothing against the guy personally, but he had no business putting on a conference that he did not know what he was doing, did not have the money. When we got to the hotel and checked in, basically his credit card was declined. We called him and he says he'll get it taken care of. So we go to the event, which is basically, it was like a flea market and was not really a conference hall. And he was not prepared to put on a conference. Us personally had to help him with the projection screen. He had no laptop, none of that for like to play a PowerPoint presentation for, we're there, Ron Moorhead's there, a few other speakers, the Sasquatchers from Minnesota. And it was just, it's in giggles how this thing was ran, and it's very unprofessional. Nothing against the guy, but if you don't know what you're doing or don't have money, don't put these on. I've been going to these for over 20 years, and he was trying to put them on. So the next morning of the day of the conference, I get up and went down and had breakfast with a couple friends of ours, and the man at the front desk was really kind of ticked off. and was wanting money right there, or he's going to kick us out of the room because we haven't paid. So then Kimberly comes to the hotel and paid out of her own money, and hopefully she did get her money back, but she had to pay for a hotel room. The money that we put in for was we sponsored the event, and then Daniel was going to pay for a hotel room. So what did he do? The money of the sponsor event? I have no clue, but he did not pay for our hotel room, and Kimberly had to pay for our hotel room. So that's basically what happened in a nutshell.
He's not professional. The way his Bigfoot conference was not professional. The way he treated preferential people was not professional. Nothing was professional about that conference.
I don't doubt Kimberly McGeorge for one Sasquatch second. However, as much as I love her,
and I can prove it,
I fear her. Imagine an angry Kim in a dark alley about to shank you. She comes off as a woman scorned. In her video, What in the World Happened at the E.C. Barrow, Virginia Bigfoot Conference, it's over 40 minutes too long. My God, she could have had it down to 3 minutes with a prepared outline. But I get it. Kimberly's a chatty Cathy, like me, and she's got something to say, and come hell or high water, she's gonna say it. And Daniel, you may say she's spreading rumors, but at the end of the day, dude, you only have yourself to blame for your ridiculous, indecorous conference. Well, at least he tried, right? So let's see what Daniel Benoit has to say about all this. It's only fair.
Hello everybody, this is Daniel Benoit, founder of the ECBRO. First of all, I want to talk about researchers in general, including myself. There really seems to be a few, well, right now, it seems to be very, very few, like just mainly one in particular. This is Daniel. This is Daniel. It seems like there's possibly some instigating going on. I'm one of the people, and this is Daniel. Uneducated ignorance. I have nothing to say about it no more, but I just needed to throw that out there.
What's up, guys? Oh, son of a gun.
I have been saving this segment for last. This is Colorado Bigfoot. His real name is Mark Abell, and he's a byproduct of hoaxer Utah Sasquatch, known as Nathan Rio, who was the winner of last season's Hall of Shame on Off the Rictor.
Holy symmetrical X's, you guys. I'm so glad I came back. I don't know if it was my own imagination or they really want me to come back here. Look at this. Was this here? I don't remember seeing an X of that caliber. Look at that. No, it wasn't. This whole Cali, this whole structure is brand new. Look at that.
When you visit Colorado Bigfoot's YouTube page, you will see he has 42,000 subscribers, and all his videos are sticks and trees in the forest. Yet he says he is going to show you Bigfoot.
You guys, I'm gonna film one today for you, I think.
Of course he does. That's his shtick. Hoaxers thrive on YouTube. They have done better than Rick Dyer in that regard. However, YouTube hoaxers like Mark Abell, Nathan Rio, and Mike Patterson don't get national or global attention like Rick Dyer has done in the past. And they would kill for it.
Breaking news to some of you, and it may be shocking, but turns out the Bigfoot that was supposed to be killed here in San Antonio actually was not. Rick Dyer, the man who claims to have killed him, now says the body is a fake.
Colorado Bigfoot also has a Patreon page where people like you can donate, give, throw money, whatever, at him on a monthly basis. And as of this broadcast, he has over 214 suckers paying him at least $5 a month. Now, my little Squatch monsters, it's time to do some basic math. I know it's hard for these inbred, uneducated Bigfoot idiots to do basic arithmetic, so let's help them, shall we? 214 times $5 equals $1,070. Over $1,000 a month, where he is taking advantage of people's desperate Bigfoot hopes and beliefs by delivering Bigfoot in video form. He makes it personal, like he's talking directly to you. He's good. All con men are good at their game.
You guys remember, when I do these videos, it's for you guys. When I'm talking on the video and stuff, it's to you. If I felt like I was talking to like the world, it wouldn't be the same.
It reminds me of Jim and Tammy Faye Bakker's TV ministry. Remember them? Pay us money and we'll pray to Jesus on your behalf. Because Bigfoot, like religion, is 100% belief-based. It's the same exact goddamn thing.
I'm asking you to start giving and just see what happens in your life. I challenge you to make a pledge to God.
And this is what pisses me off about people like Mark Abell.
I have some places to show you that are going to be incredible, and I think while I'm there, things will happen.
I accept hoaxers that are honest about their Bigfoot conduct. For example, Rick Dyer. You know what you are getting from him, okay? Unless you're that retard Christopher Noel who thinks Rick Dyer really killed a Bigfoot behind a Home Depot in 2012, then you deserve to be conned out of all your money. Maybe then you'll develop a brain. And maybe then you'll finally wisen up. But when someone like Mark Abell, who presents himself as a researcher and says he's the real deal and has all the answers, he's really a wolf in sheep's clothing. I detest hoaxers who hide under the disguise of being a researcher. All these people on YouTube, they know what they're doing. Don't think for 1 second Sasquatch Ontario thinks he has Bigfoot really speaking to you in English while he's got the camera turned off.
No.
No.
Hello, my friend. No.
Mr. Who?
Brother. Yes.
But that hoaxer isn't the focus of this segment. No. Mark Abell is.
I'm just bored. I just wanted to say hi to you guys because I'm sitting here in the parking lot. Just wanted to say hi to you guys, that's all. You guys are my only company, my only friends. I know how dumb this looks, you guys. I'm not trying to, it is kind of like a thing for me. I'm like, I swore I would never do like a conference or something like that. I don't even think I want to call it. I'd rather call it like Colorado Bigfoot Party or something like that. I would love to do, I mean, this would have to be like, a year notice.
I want you to pay close attention to what he says in these clips.
And we're not doing this because of subs, and it can, I tell you, it does help if you have subs because it's not a thing where we're trying to get subs for each other. I mean, if that's a bonus, if that happens, great, but subs. Of course you want subs. Subscribers. Hey, have your subs watch me. Look at Dwarf's channel. He has like 3,000 people. He gets like 50 views because, the notifications just don't go out to enough people. I feel like that's who I'm going to get. If I get, 10, 20 subs from Bonnie, those are going to be good people. I just know that for a fact. Even if you had the worst channel in the world, you should have like 300 or 400 subs, like showing structures. We're doing videos so we can stalk Kelly and her channel and her people.
Colorado Bigfoot is not a smart hoaxer. He's obsessed with subs. Never reveal your ace in your hand, okay? He's no Matt Moneymaker. All the single ladies. I hate that song.
Shut up! Oh. Yeah, she's been talking to them. They were laughing at me.
He thinks Bigfoot is laughing at him.
They were laughing at me.
Okay, maybe he's insane.
Because Susan's been explaining the fourth dimension to me. I mean, she sees them, you guys. She's in here, she can see the fourth dimension. They were over there, they were waving, they were telling her stuff that only I would know.
He was out with a YouTube psychic, of course, another YouTuber, and one day he filmed their bogus Bigfoot adventures. You need to hear this.
This woman is the real deal. She is literally psychic, and she can see into these dimensions and explaining to me how they look out, how they can be right here. So in other words, The fourth dimension is on Earth, and they can stand right in it. That's why the camera sees it perfectly. She's like, oh yeah, the cameras can see right into the fourth dimension. She told me how there's some kind of pyramid over here, like there's a giant Sasquatch, like special, I forgot the word she used, temple.
Yeah, that makes sense. Invisible Bigfoot temples. Boy, did the Indians have it wrong.
So in other words, if there's this temple in the fourth dimension, you can actually just walk right through it. You could be walking through a soccer game.
And in this next clip, he says Bigfoot is talking to him.
Hey guys, look at that. It's all real, you guys, and just thanks for knowing it is. A Bigfoot once said to me, I said, listen, I know you zap me. And he answered, no zap, 2 words, no zap. He said, energy overload, everything energy.
Then he says Bigfoot are aliens.
Look at that thing hanging out of the trees. You guys, they turn it into another world is what they do. You see that? That's why when I first started, they have to be aliens because they want it to look like their planet. You guys, you have to understand when people are circling pictures and stuff that it's not pareidolia, okay? We're experts at this. We don't want to make up Bigfoot pictures. These are real pictures. I know these beings out here. I know what they look like. I know some of them personally.
Personally? He said he knows them personally?
I hate to make these videos because I don't like to ask for money.
Oh, this is sad and desperate. Hey, Mark Abel, get a job. You're a good-looking guy. Might not be playing with the full deck, but you're a good-looking guy. You could easily get a job sucking penis. Hell, you'll probably think it's Bigfoot feeding you his... Just make sure you get paid for it, Mark. Whatever you do, learn from my mistakes.
I hate to make these videos because I don't like to ask for money. But I'm at the point where I do it so little that if I want to make it this year, I really need to get some of you guys on Patreon. I just want to stay in this full-time. Where I am, this is a full-time job. I work harder than any job I've ever had, and believe me, I've worked hard my whole life. If there's a rich guy and you could just give me $1 million, that'd be great. I really appreciate any help you guys can give me, even if it's a one-time thing.
Would you bend over for it, Mark? I think you would. Call me. After the show. Text me.
On my own, I would. If YouTube wasn't censoring my channel, I would. You can ask anybody in the Bigfoot community. Their videos just don't get seen. And they're getting these people early now instead of letting them get some subscribers. And it's just not fair. I think we have a right to know.
And we have a right to know that you are a fraud. What do you think of those apples, my little Bigfoot fluffer? By the way, being a whiny little bitch is unattractive. But carry on.
And it's just not fair. I still believe people have the right to know, especially if they're walking their 3-year-old through a park, that there's 12-foot creatures staring at her from the bushes.
Wait, repeat that.
If they're walking their 3-year-old through a park, that there's 12-foot creatures staring at her from the bushes, which is happening every single day, everywhere in the world. These creatures are everywhere, from the bushes, which is happening every single day, everywhere in the world. These creatures are everywhere.
You're really pathetic, aren't you? But he might be right. If he were to go exploring in my underwear, he would find something big and hairy. Now he's thinking about it. Would I get subs if I suck off Rictor? Yeah! Now listen to what he says here. It's very damning.
It is not easy to constantly produce Bigfoot stuff. You guys, I'm gonna film one today for you, I think. Maybe not physically as we know it, but where you could see it really good.
Listen to how this crazy psychic chick, Kelly, talks to Mark.
Check this out. Oh, wow. Just look here, right? And then look here. Where they cleaned it. Hey, look, real quick. Oh, you'll like this. This is the kind of thing that you'll, because it's like the footprints. Well, so you can see it's like a perch like we've been seeing, right?
Oh, perch.
But look where they, oh, I just moved it. Look where they cleaned it.
I just stepped on it again.
Oh, stop. Look where they cleaned it. Look at the pile of cleaning from there. I just figured you'd like that.
What? Oh my gosh, look at the shadow on the ground.
Yeah.
Of the, what is that?
Oh my God, it's an X.
It's a shadow.
It's more than that. It's what is that movie?
Star structure. Look at the star structure.
You don't step on it.
Oh, sorry.
Oh my god.
I didn't step on anything.
The hell is that?
Kelly just yells at me. If I touch that area, I get. Look at this.
Check out the symbol. You guys had no symbols.
Hey, look at this.
Check it out.
X
I know, right? This is making it.
Into a star structure seat.
Star structure.
The fourth dimension. She can see them. This morning they were.
And you people pay for this?
You just if you don't know about Sasquatch, you just stepped into an advanced class. You guys, I'm so zapped. I swear to God already that they got me as soon as I came in.
Oh, you're zapped all right, Markabelle. And this is not an advanced class. Unless you're Shelley Covington, Montana, who thinks taking a tracking class at the community college as part of her adult continuation courses is the equivalent of a 4-year degree?
On my certification test. So I had 60 questions, 2 days in the field. I have what I think is equivalent to a bachelor's degree in tracking and science.
Well, since I'm just a fairy faggot, what the hell do I know? Right, Shelley?
This is all you need to see. And when you're seeing this, everything else will come with it. That's the trick, you guys. Do you get what I'm trying to tell you?
Part of me is like, what the hell is this fool seeing? But then my brain begins to come back on and says, this guy is playing all the woo-woo people and is taking their money to the bank. Be sure to subscribe, because I'm Colorado Bigfoot, and I'm desperate for subs.
What the hell is that?
Nothing.
Hear that?
No, don't hear anything.
Thank you.
Who's he talking to?
As I'm zooming, the first second or two of zooming. Thank you. I've never quite heard something that close to me break.
It's crazy.
You don't want me to zoom over there? Is that what it is? I'm sorry.
No, we're sorry having to watch this.
Wow. You guys, that was too close for comfort. You don't need, there is nothing else in Bigfoot. Nothing! Find this, and everything else comes with it.
Why is everything that falls in the forest done by Bigfoot? Every tree that snaps, every leaf that falls, every shadow that forms an X, all done by Bigfoot.
This is my world. You know, this is where I want to be. Not mine like I own it, but mine. You know, this is where I belong. And
your world needs medication. And you need to be in a mental hospital, Markabelle, if you truly believe this you're slinging.
And what I was about to say, is it possible that we have relation with them in any way, like blood, with any of them, like not Sasquatch, but the others?
The others.
Maybe one of them, from the ones that I've seen, and because they literally look like people. They have ridges on the top of their head. I'll explain it so you can.
Like a Klingon?
Believe me. They got ridges.
Ridges.
They're smaller than us, the one I've seen.
Smaller.
He's got hair from his waist down, a little happy trail that comes up by the belly button. That's it. And they're very white, milky white skin, but they're ripped like a swimmer. Not muscles, like, but just real tight. Like there's not an inch of fat on their body, and they look just like like a half a person, half a Sasquatch, and they have the hair from the waist down. Very strange. I've never seen their feet. Their feet seem to be just like ours, from what I can tell. I have never seen them, though.
Yet he says he's never seen them. Our handsome, desperate Bigfoot fluffer for cash calls this video, "Who Are They?" The whole clan caught on video. And he uses a thumbnail of rocks. He's a clickbait whore.
Unbelievable.
Colorado Dip says, from the video you're about to watch, there is many. Where did this guy learn English? Hell, Donald Trump tweets better English than this covfefe. In my opinion, I see a fragmented sentence and the use of the adverb is should be are. It's an open-ended sentence. From the video you are about to watch. Watch what? Angry hamsters? Hoaxers gone bad? Daytime hookers? Still can't. I'm gonna see if I can say that segment again. Colorado Dip says, from the video you're about to watch, there is many. Where did this guy learn English? Hell, Donald Trump tweets better English than this covfefe. And in my opinion, I see a fragmented sentence, and the use of the adverb is should be are. It's an open-ended sentence. From the video you are about to watch. Watch what? Angry hamsters? Hoaxers gone bad? Daytime hookers? There are many, many what, Mark? Your good looks will only get you so far. You want people to give you their hard-earned money for your Bigfoot hoax videos, yet you can't type or I'm sorry to be such a hard ass on you, Markabelle, but my God, when I say Bigfooters have a 6th grade education, I need to change that to Bigfooters have no education. So this is how he starts his video. This Bigfoot slideshow of shocking Bigfoot evidence. That looks like a golden retriever floating in midair, not Bigfoot. See, it's right there. Oh look, Bigfoot's hemorrhoids. There's Bigfoot. See, those rocks are really Bigfoot. Holy symmetrical X's, Batman. Yeah, Bigfoot did all of that. Wow. Bigfoot's been busy.
Because it's not like they get excited, but they know how excited I'm going to be. It's kind of like, you know, giving someone a Christmas present on Christmas morning.
This dude must had ADD. Jesus, Markabelle, come on, man. Even Monster X Radio's Julie Wrench has much better grammar than this.
Leave my grammar alone. And while you're at it, leave Monster X Radio alone too. Got it?
Who invited her? Even Bigfoot fanboy Henry May from Mississippi, which is like the worst state when it comes to education, has better grammar than this.
What are you talking about my grammar? I have a 6th grade education.
I like the beard, Henry. Regardless, it sounds like Colorado Bigfoot is trying to sound smart and articulate, but is failing. However, his average viewer probably won't even notice his bad grammar.
You're not supposed to see them, especially with your eyes. I don't even think they care about this too much. Like if I saw one over there, it's not a big deal. You just can't look face to face. I don't know what the rule is. There's something with the fairies with that as well.
Rewind.
You're not supposed to see them, especially with your eyes. I don't even think they care about this too much. Like if I saw one over there, it's not a big deal. You just can't look face to face. I don't know what the rule is. There's something with the fairies with that as well.
Ah!
Look, and that's where he is. He's right up there just staring at me right now somewhere. I know he is for a fact.
Nothing is worse than a crazy man walking through the woods like this. Eventually, a mountain lion or a black bear, which are booming in Colorado, will do him in and he will film his demise. He is irresponsible and he doesn't respect the forest. How can he protect himself from a hungry critter when he's filming his imaginary forest friends with a camera in one hand and the other hand with his thumb up his ass?
There's something with the fairies with that as well.
Dude, this is the only fairy you're gonna see. Or as Shelley Covington, Montana likes to put it, fairy faggot.
No, you're not. No, let's not go over there yet. You're nuts if you go in there.
That's what.
Look at that X.
Oh look, now he's with his mentor Nathan Rio, Utah Sasquatch. I can recognize that hot piece of ass anywhere. Let's watch this hot man-on-man action in the woods.
My.
Here's the thing about Rio, okay? He's good at this, but he has no idea how many are here. And he doesn't know who he's talking to. There's other ones with him.
Other ones?
Other ones with him.
He said there are other ones with them?
Other ones with him.
Oh my God. Funny how this lunatic is making Nathan Rio out to be rational. How come the crazy ones never know they're the ones that are crazy?
He just thinks they're all Sasquatch. He doesn't get the other one. Because he doesn't do the stills like I do. You know, like we all did the timestamps and we're all finding pictures and he doesn't zoom. So he's just not into that. You know, he wants what he can see. You know, he doesn't even believe in an everybody. Picture, basically. Can we stop here and listen? Don't go any further. Trust me. Let's just listen. No, it's not. That is not. That's their home. Don't go in there. You guys, it's not. We're not going in there.
Dude, let's not go in there. If these things are your forest Bigfoot friends, why are you scared? Why are you whispering? This is crazy level 10, like Michael Merchant crazy.
Hey guys.
Mark asked if we could sleep in the same tent, and I was like, no, I'm not comfortable, and he kept trying to push it on me.
Yeah, let's go ahead and say that didn't happen.
Last night, some grunts. What's up, guys?
It's nobody's business but ours.
I told Rio this in the first like 10 minutes of meeting him, no touching while we're sleeping.
And I'm the one that's gay. This is faggots galore. All right, my little Squatch monsters, it's time for Richter's Hate Mail of the Week. Let's see who this message comes from. Our final Hate Mail of the Week comes from Antonio Castellano, and surprisingly, it's not hateful at all. It's very supportive. And honestly, I thought it was a breath of fresh air. Since the world of Bigfoot research is an absolute joke and a cesspit filled with ridicule and character assassinations, well, just look at Steven Strufert's Coalition of Critical Thinking in the World of Bigfoot Facebook group for proof of all that. Now, this message is a beacon of light in a very dark alley. It's a rather long epistle, so bear with me. Really proud of your approach and respectfulness towards all views, even those who are in the woo-woo camp. Does he even watch my show? Granted, I do say the woo-woo and the science-based wannabe cyber tracker citizen scientists are all on equal playing field because there is no body. Therefore, you can make up whatever you want to say about Bigfoot, and it's just as valid as the next guy's position. Well, anyway, back to the message. I'm starting to see many researchers put their egos aside and come together to pool ideas, resources, and even help each other grow their channels, brands, merchandise, and followings. I feel one of the most important things you said, and what we all need to remember in this Sasquatch community as researchers, and even the couch explorers or spectators is, quote, that no one is an expert in this field and everything is a theory or hypothesis until proven otherwise, unquote. That's true, I have said that. Someone's paying attention, yay! Also, I hope that more of the veterans in the field of Sasquatch research can learn to not take everything so dang serious and laugh more. More of the folks who have been doing this for a long time need to get off their high horse, and instead of attacking everyone who has a different view or belief on this subject, they start to mentor. Wow, that's very idealistic. and just as realistic as a Bigfoot cloaking and speaking to you in mind speak. It's not going to happen until there is real, irrefutable evidence that can put losers like the Bluff Creek Drunk Project to shame. Anyway, back to the message. Share your experiences with them or take them out in the field with you so that we can make sure that long after we stop or retire from researching, the mission continues. I really feel that until we stop fighting each other and being jerks to everyone, we will continue to miss the one piece of the puzzle that will give us the information we need to predict where, when, what, and also how can we finally get the evidence we need to prove they are real to the skeptics in order to perhaps protect their habitats and the species. That was a long sentence. Thanks for sharing this. Well, that Bigfooter Antonio has at least a 2-year degree for an education. Thank you, Jesus. Oh, can I get an amen? Amen. Oh my gosh, thank you, Zorth from the planet Janu. I'm a believer. Well, that's it for this Off the Rictor. Be sure to subscribe, give me a thumbs up, and comment down below. Wait, what? This is the last show? The finale? Oh my God, I totally forgot. This is the prestigious Hall of Shame Awards. Oh my gosh, I'm not ready for that. I need a tuxedo. I haven't even shaved. Well, let's run through all our guests of honor from season 3 first. Our first stain in the world of Bigfoot is Marlon Keith Davis, otherwise known as MK Davis. It's my opinion he's some kind of a Bigfoot pervert and a hoaxer. Any man who zooms on the breasts, anus, and vagina of a paranormal creature, living or otherwise, has bigger problems.
But as we blow it up, you begin to see the dot. Oh, look at that right there, and I had it pretty close.
Now what Marlon Keith does is, well, he doesn't infer Bigfoot tracks like Mark D. Worth does out of bear tracks. No. Instead, he makes horrific conspiracy theories by attempting to enhance the Patterson-Gimlin film by using basic computer software. And he implies that Bob Gimlin was part of some nefarious Canadian government cover-up with the murderous timber industry to kill Patty.
Understand that the what happened down there was not a happy event, and they wanted to cash in on this film, but not reveal what took place, not give any clues.
Don't get me started on this son of a bitch. Attacking Bob Gimlin's character is a trigger of mine.
Examine your own heart. Who do you think is the good guy and the bad guy in all this? If you see me as the bad guy, take another look. Oops, definitely some character issues here.
Just like our stroked out friend Tom Yamro. Is Tom still alive?
Yes.
Pity. No one gets a free pass for their reprehensible bad behavior just because they had a convenient stroke. And I visited that colostomy Yamarone bag in the hospital.
You will eat your peaches. No, those are terrible. They're mandarin oranges. They're terrible.
I actually care for that diaper bitch. Boy, was I wrong. Learn from me, people. Learn from me. When someone shows you who they are, believe them. Anyway, back to MK Davis. If he had some kind of an accredited background with a degree in forensic photo interpretation, then he could be taken seriously. Alas, he's another citizen scientist like Shelley Covington, Montana.
Bigfoot is like cancer.
An armchair warrior making someone else's work all about them. He really should be the winner of season 3 because of the unfavorable impact he has had. By the way, if Bob Gimlin were to see this photograph taken at the Hanobia Bigfoot Conference this month of his friends Igor Burtsev, Ron Moorhead, and Carrie Campbell sitting down, smiling with that Bigfoot piece of shit, Bob would be heartbroken. I know for a fact Bob Gimlin loves them and he considers them his close friends. For the most part, my little Squatch monsters, people in Bigfootdom have no accountability or loyalty for standing up for what's right or defending their friends. Now, I will give them the benefit of the doubt. I wonder if Ron and Carrie knew about the horrible things MK Davis has said about Bob Gimlin in his videos. Would they still smile and have lunch with him? Or would they admonish him? The Carrie Campbell I thought I knew would give Marlon Davis hell. To quote Carrie's vague Facebook post, "There are so many degrees of judgments that happen with any given realm of study." Well, this photograph says a lot. It doesn't hurt me in the slightest bit, but I know who it would hurt. Now, Carrie knows me better than most, and if she had a problem with me, I would have bet my life she would message me or call me. That's the kind of friendship I thought I had with her. Yet, she made a vague Facebook post, and I was told it was directed to me after she unfriended me on Facebook. In it, she said, "So on we trod, together separately, all doing the same thing from different levels of understanding." Well, maybe next time Carrie will address me directly and not act like all these other two-dimensional Bigfoot losers on social media who are phony as f***. You're better than that, Carrie. You're a lady, and you have more class and decorum than anyone I know. The Bigfoot world doesn't deserve you. And for the record, Carrie, if someone were to make a video about you being some kind of a Bigfoot killer, a liar, and that you're out to hurt people, I wouldn't be sitting with them, smiling and breaking bread. Especially even after you decided to turn your back on me and writing a vague Facebook post. Because that's what friends do. So much for your chakra. Disappointing. Second, we have Jeffrey Thomas. This Georgia Bigfoot fanboy is not a hoaxer. He's just a blind follower who can't seem to smell the shit from the roses. He'll learn. He puts douchebags on pedestals who don't deserve his friendship. Why be Mark DeWorth's fluffer when he already has a fluffer line around the block? Bob Gimlin's friend and manager, Russell Accord, made a peace offering video with that Ohio Conference BFRO shyster, Mark DeWorth. Disappointing.
I mean, I know we can't all be pals. We can't. It's impossible.
I bet even Russell now regrets even attempting to mend things with that wannabe moneymaker. There can be no peace with manipulators and people who take advantage of the elderly, like Bob Gimlin. See my video rant on what happened at the 50th anniversary of the Patterson-Gimlin film. Go home to your wife, Mark, and be a better person. Mark DeWorth is definitely a contender for the Hall of Shame Award because of the bullshit he tried to discharge all over us in the Popular Mechanics magazine. That's a bear print, jackass. You don't have to be a wannabe cyber tracker to see that. Right, Shelley?
I have what I think is equivalent to a bachelor's degree in tracking and science.
Anyway, regarding Russell Accord, we have some exciting Bigfoot news about him at the end of the show. So stay tuned. You heard it here first. The Bluff Creek Project with Steven Strufert and Jamie Wayne Shutmet. Fail, fail, fail. All across the board. Shame. And when Jamie tried to throw other researchers under the bus with the Monsters and Mysteries TV producers, that showed the Bigfoot audience what kind of a piece of shit he is. A Tom Yamarone-sized douchebag. Let's talk about Thomas Seawood. He has 2 douchebag strikes already. Strike number 1. The Nanwakolas, the First Nations tribe in Canada, banned this Bigfoot motherfucking attention whore from being their tribal watchman since he let tourists have access to skeletal remains inside ancient Indian burial boxes. Is that what an Indian watchman does? Did you unzip your pants and piss on their grave too? Nice. Strike number 2. This year, Thomas Seawood got global attention for participating in cruel and unethical treatment of animals by filming his shitmates throwing sticks of explosives into a pot of seals while fishing. He called it a bear banger and that it wouldn't hurt the sea lions. Oh yeah? Motherfucker. Uh-oh. Why not light that explosive in your hand and film it? Tough guy? He's a piece of kawaka waka shit. He also ruined Monster X Radio, but that's Gunner and Shane's fault. When you lie down with dogs, fellas, you get a bear banger up your ass. Next up, we saw our favorite homophobic drunk from Ohio, Jerry Klein. He tends to pass out and fall down and get himself hurt. Then claims Bigfoot pushed him. I guess Bigfoot's mean like that.
Looked straight up. I could see this creature, but I couldn't tell how tall it was, how wide, anything. It was going right down. If you look at the video, last video, bam, 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 bam.
Well, Mr. Klein keeps posting Trump 2020 on my YouTube videos. There's nothing like an uneducated Bigfoot Trumper. Go to AA, Jerry. It's hard to believe we're the same age. Look at him. Ugh, God. He looks like he's been rode hard and put up wet. David Baccara was featured on my Paranormal Bigfoot roast where he made conclusions on what Bigfoot is. Therefore, that should give him an automatic Hall of Shame nomination, right? There are no facts about Bigfoot. So therefore, how can this pompous ass make any conclusions of what Bigfoot is?
I don't know anybody that knows for sure what they are, but I know what they're not. And that's why I'm still digging into this every day, 15, 16 hours a day. It never stops.
How is he that special? Let me make a conclusion on you, David. You're a loser.
You're a loser.
And that is a Bigfoot fact.
My.
Bigfoot author Christopher Noel isn't a hoaxer, and he isn't a Mensa candidate either. Despite his Yale education, he lacks the critical ability to separate fact from fiction and lives in an alternate reality where he thinks we need to march on Washington and demand Sasquatch be recognized as a species. You can't make this shit up. How about you go march for women's rights or something instead? Do something productive with your life. Bigfoot cultist Dr. Matthew Johnson should be in the top 3 for the Hall of Shame Award. Every year he gets nominated, but he doesn't make the cut. He's our Hillary Clinton of the Bigfoot world. So close, yet so far. Will this brain-injured hoaxer win this year's Hall of Shame Award? No.
You guys ready for some Jean-New interactions?
Yeah!
Yeah! Well, you're gonna get some.
Instead, maybe he should consult the late Robert Quinn, who died, who repeatedly visited his magic Bigfoot enclave to be healed by Bigfoot. Shame! When people start dying because they're believing you about your magical Bigfoot bullshit, that's all on you. I don't know how you can sleep at night. Maybe we should create a whole new category for this frightening man. But what? Matthew Johnson is now saying the dead Robert Quinn has appeared to him and has mind spoke with him, and that he is playing with his imaginary Bigfoots and will appear in other people's backyards? Are you kidding me? Matthew Johnson, you contributed to this man's death. Instead of detouring this man's alternative medicine obsession, you wasted what precious time he had left by letting him engage with your Bigfoot cult. And now you're using him and his memory to further your own hoaxing and insidious cult agenda? Shame on you! In the early 90s, another Washington state cult, Ramtha, was in the news because a man named Jeff Knight postponed modern medical treatment for his HIV because his wife gave him bad advice that Ramtha could heal him. Guess what happened? He died. History repeats itself. Shame on you, Matthew Johnson. You're a sick and you need to have your credentials taken away from you so you can't practice any kind of clinical psychological therapy. People are dying. What do you have to say for yourself?
Dr. Meldrum stole my hair samples.
Remember this whispering loser? He went after Dr. Meldrum publicly in video form over his alleged Bigfoot evidence. What was his name? Oh, Joe Curie. That's right. It doesn't matter. He's what you would call a Planned Parenthood failure. This is why we need abortions, guys. Flush this shit. Maybe it's something for Christopher Noel to march for. He gets the loser award for even thinking he could go after Dr. Jeff Meldrum. Not on my watch. Dr. Meldrum deserves all our respect.
You're an idiot. Dog out.
This season, we expose the unfortunate racism and homophobia that continues to plague our Bigfoot community. Virginia's Southern Meth Fried Fred K.K. Caney and Connie Fox. These methadone-diseased Bigfooters are not only an American disgrace, but an example of how the American Dental Association has failed us. Maybe they shouldn't be so hateful if they had only decent chompers and took a shower once in a while. Good luck tracking your 28-foot tall Bigfoot, Fred. You racist son of a bitch. Maybe you could see Bigfoot better if you took off your hood. What other southern Bigfoot losers did we shake up this season? Oh, yeah, Virginia's Trump-tard playing with guns, Daniel Benoit of the EC Bureau, the East Coast Bigfoot Retard Organization. I believe our resident Bigfoot psychic power bitch, Kimberly McGeorge, did a fabulous job presenting us why Daniel is another Bigfoot failure.
Well, let me tell you.
40 minutes worth. 40 minutes I'll never get back. But I do have a question. If someone is a felon, is it illegal for them to post pictures holding a gun like this? Just curious. Oh, it has nothing to do with Daniel Benoit. Oh no, but it is a felony for any individual who has been convicted of a felony to possess a firearm in the state of Virginia. Bet some people wish they took pictures with water guns instead. Another southerner, North Carolina's C. Wayne Wilson sees hundreds of Sasquatch and films himself talking to birds. He even had the privilege of filming Anubis, the Egyptian god of the underworld. And the men in black are also following him. Is he a hoaxer? Of course he is. He has to be, or he's crazy, or he's acting. Everyone here I've mentioned is either a liar, lunatic, hoaxer, attention whore, con artist, or a disappointment. C. Wayne Wilson is in a category all to himself. He's in the I'm special category. Hello, my friend.
Birds, I washed the car Saturday, but the birds have crapped all over the car. I had to go back and wash all that stuff off the car because it was just so daggum disgusting. Dude told me he had never seen so much crap on a car before. Them birds love that car for some reason.
And then on this episode, we took a good look at Colorado Bigfoot, Mark Abel, Nathan Rio's protege. Man, desperate for money, begging for it in video form, telling you he's gonna film Bigfoot. My God.
I hate to make these videos because I don't like to ask for money. If I want to make it this year, I really need to get some of you guys on Patreon.
We saw Steve Coles, the once hoaxer, now Squatch detective, have a complete Facebook Live meltdown.
How many blob squatches, stump squatches, whatever we see put out there? Here's this picture. Where's the follow-up investigation? It seems like social media makes this big to get the evidence out there so they can get the most hits, the most pops on YouTube, the whatever. That's bull. And I'm sick of it.
It was embarrassing. But since Rick Dyer isn't hoaxing anymore, Steve Coles is irrelevant. And what a shadow of what he once was. And speaking about being irrelevant, Shelley Covington Montana has put herself in place to be awarded the Hall of Shame Award. When it comes to Bigfoot, Shelley is a big not. She speaks at Bigfoot conferences all about herself.
Okay, so I'll tell you what I know. I am on this journey. I went on this journey and I am recognized as a true wildlife internationally certified tracker.
And I'm called an attention whore? This portion of Off the Richter is brought to you by Ashley Madison. Find your moment.
So long to last nights, every time's the first time. I'm off to have some fun.
Arla Williams has been a favorite of ours since season 1 with her claims she is Native American. See? She can bang a drum. Careful guys, don't get too close. She might bang something else. Is she a hoaxer or an attention whore with her bullshit stories of being friends with the forest people?
But when I looked up, it was a young male Bigfoot.
Could she be crazy? I will tell you what she is. She's a hot grandma with really big boobs. She reminds me of Blanche Devereaux from the Golden Girls for some reason. Just walk away when you hear her start singing. It's cringeworthy. Maybe Arla Williams should do an interpretive dance instead. This season we saw Mark DeWorth's very own B. Mills. She's a Bigfoot attention whore all the way from Hocking Hills, Ohio, who apparently can't speak coherently.
Hi friends, B Mills with the Hocking Hills Bigfoot Conference, and I just wanted to give you a quick little update on what's been going on for the past 3 weeks since registration opened. Well, we are already over halfway full, so if you're riding the fence this year, I'd just go ahead and register. We had to cap registration at 125 this year, so it adds to the ambiance. So excited about this year's speakers. We have Mr. Lyle Blackburn, we have Mr. Jeffrey Thomas, and we also have Mr. Larry Batson, which is just phenomenal. I'm so excited. What an awesome lineup. I'm so excited to hear these gentlemen speak, and looking forward to another speaker announcement this week. So stay tuned, and I think you will really enjoy him. Oh my gosh. It's gonna be great. So thank you so much for your support and your love and helping the conference, help these kids, so doing good things.
She has really big jugs, and that is all that matters in the boys club of the Bigfoot world. Way to go, B! You're an inspiration for all the overlooked women in Bigfoot. Just stick out your lady bumps and smile. She made her mark in Bigfoot. She found her mark at a Bigfoot conference. Not a class act. Oh, which Mark do you think I was talking about? BFRO researcher Mark Mizell or Mark DeWorth? Or could it be both of them? Oh, that would be messy. Oh, class act, my dear. Eventually, it will dawn on her that she left her mark at the Ohio Bigfoot Conference. Peter Kane had an honorable mention this year, but he's as useless as a dead Bigfoot's penis, regurgitating semen.
Yeah, I think it's coming. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, baby.
I love what he does though. I just wish he would take a bath and clean up once in a while, you know, brush his teeth.
I'm not scared. I'll blow them his brains out if I see him fucking harassing me, but I'm saying I'll defend myself. I'm a grown man. I'll whoop your
This year, we had the distinct pleasure of meeting Jameson Duffy. This Bigfoot Colorado militia wannabe threatened to blow my head off because I exposed his Bigfoot false prophet MK Davis by presenting what MK Davis was saying in his own videos against him when he was attacking Bob Gimlin. Jameson Duffy even said he would kill me in video.
I'll blow them his brains out if I see him.
A police report was filed, of course, and I still have my head. I do like to get blown though from time to time. Call me, Jameson. Don't keep me waiting, big boy. Oh, but wait, we have an update.
But then I got into this whole thing with Rictor over the MK Davis thing, and they want to act like I'm just calling this guy a faggot, like that's the only problem. No, he's pushing homosexuality in his videos so harsh that I'm just opposing it with equal force. And I'm saying this is disgusting. Don't be, including all this homosexuality into the Bigfoot.
Don't anybody tell Jameson Duffy that I like a big dick. I like it in my ass, I like it in my mouth. And tell Mr. Duffy that Bigfoot is the gayest thing of all. Hey Bigfoot, come out, wherever you are. Bigfoot needs to come out of the closet. So does Jameson Duffy. Oh boy, now we're getting really queer. Toby Johnson, this sweet little lispy fag. Toby Johnson, this sweet little lispy queer. Toby Johnson, this sweet little lispy queen. He's not gay. Damn. Girl. Toby Johnson, this sweet little lispy thing is 3 strokes shy of a full load. He believes he's so special that Bigfoot is gifting him feathers in his car and can spot Sasquatch activity when lights reflect on camera on television. If this was the Wizard of Squatch, he'd be the Tin Man, if he only had a brain. I could squatch all day and night, looking for orbs of light, consulting with Bob Strain. And my squatch will be cloaking, well, my thoughts were totally broken if I only had a brain. Greg Yost had sweet intentions to document his forest friends on YouTube, but someone needs to turn the lights on in that treehouse first, because no one is home. No one's upstairs. The mental disorders in Bigfoot are enough to give a psychology student their doctoral thesis. Paranormal Journeys with the Golden Girls, Mantra Withers, and Jackie Meador was fun. But the tabloid topics sell themselves short in the end. They probably could have some serious, intelligent discussions about the paranormal world, but English-talking Bigfoot babies seem to be their focus. Stinks. And now we are approaching the hippopotamus habitat at the San Diego Zoo. Oh my Squatch monsters, what do we have here rolling around in the mud? Why, it's the Bigfoot con artist, psychic Sonia Horstman, another Ohio Bigfoot hoaxer that shockingly hoaxes rather poorly. She might be our first Hall of Shame winner that's female. When you make a hoax video, my little Squatch monsters, make sure your fake footprint in the mud doesn't have a giant rock sticking out of it, because a rock like that would displace the bones in a primate's foot.
Okay, so I just came down here to look for tracks around in here, and I did find something interesting here.
No anatomy when you hoax, you big poo-poo and a moo-moo.
And I did find something interesting here.
That is our coveted list. Mark D. Worth, B. Mills, Jeffrey Thomas, M.K. Davis, Russell Accord, Sonia Horstman, Peter Kane, C. Wayne Wilson, Christopher Noel, Daniel Benoit, Fred K.K. Caney, Colorado Bigfoot Mark Abell, Shelley Covington, Montana, Mantra Withers, Jackie Meador, Greg Yost, Toby Johnson, Matthew Johnson. I wouldn't be surprised if they were related. David Baccara, Arla Kalich Collette Williams, Jerry Klein, Jameson Duffy, Joe Curie, Thomas Seawood, Jamie Wayne Shutmat, and Stephen Struffel from the Bluff Creek Loser Project. And last but not least, the Squatch detective, Steve Coles. That's 27 Bigfoot media producing public personalities who make videos on YouTube and on Facebook, who appear at Bigfoot conferences and appear on Bigfoot television shows and documentaries. And out of those 27, 9 have been chosen as our distinguished nominees for the Season 3 Hall of Shame Award. Since this is Season 3, my producer and I decided to have 3 categories worthy of such Sasquatch talent. Now, if you don't mind, I need to go get ready for this momentous annual Bigfoot event. Welcome to the 3rd Annual Hall of Shame Awards, brought to you by Men's Warehouse. You're gonna like the way you look. And Bigfoot Evidence, the only Bigfoot-based blog that gives Matt Knapp a reason to wake up in the morning. These are our 3 Sasquatch categories: biggest shyster, biggest attention whore, and the coveted biggest hoaxer. Your host this evening, from the $10 million Bigfoot bounty, Rictor Riolo. Good evening. It is my honor and privilege to tell you who the winners are of this season of Off the Rictor. Let's get started. Our 3 nominees for the Attention Whore Award are Christopher Noel, Fred K.K. Caney, and our dear sweet friend Shelley Covington, Bigfoot's Like Cancer, Montana. It's time to spin the wheel of Bigfoot shame. And there you have it, the Steven Struford Award, which means if you were to join his Bigfoot Facebook group, the Coalition of Critical Thinking in the World of Bigfoot, you will find out who he has chosen as the winner of Season 3 of Off the Rictor's Hall of Shame. Might be me, might be someone else. So go ahead, join his Facebook group and contribute to his online harassment and character assassinations of every single person in the world of Bigfoot. Let's spin again to see who the winner is of our Attention Whore category. And the winner for the biggest Attention Whore category in Bigfoot is Shelley Covington, Montana.
I have what I think is equivalent to a bachelor's degree in tracking and science.
Shelley talks about becoming a cyber tracker. She wants to be recognized by her peers, who she thinks is Dr. Meldrum. Dr. Meldrum is not your peer, girl. He has an education. You took an adult continuation course at the local college on how to tell the difference between a bear print and a chicken print. And that's being generous. It was actually an online 2-day course, and it's somehow the equivalent to a bachelor's degree.
Oh my God.
This attention whore speaks about being a citizen scientist, which is wonderful. Sadly, without any kind of mentorship, it's amateur hour. You're nothing more than a backyard researcher. Now, being a citizen scientist really isn't anything to be proud of. That's like saying having an education by watching YouTube tutorials. Like that demands respect. No. Let's put it in a way where Shelley Covington, Montana can understand as a professional makeup artist. You put cosmetics on ugly women at JCPenney's every day behind the Wet n Wild counter. You make notes that some skin tones are different than others. You then take a 2-day course and answer really hard questions on your observations on lipstick. You read a really hard book about the 100 ways you can cover blemishes. You're now a certified cosmetologist. Wow, that quickly. Then you're going to speak at a cosmetic conference, talk down on makeup artists who are struggling, and be a self-absorbed, important jerk. That is who Shelley Covington, Montana has become. The very thing she hates, a blemish she tries to cover up.
All major discoveries in the last, I think 50 years, or maybe even farther back, were done by true citizen scientists. Jane Goodall, citizen science. Albert Einstein, citizen science. Those people didn't have degrees, and look at what they did for us.
Dr. Jane Goodall did go to Newnham College in Cambridge and obtained a PhD in ethology under the supervision of a zoologist named Robert Hind. And Albert Einstein received his doctorate in physics from the University of Zurich and published 3 scientific papers. How does a over-glorified cosmetologist from a department store fit in with that kind of caliber? Aside from her unashamed ego, these 3 strikes are why she deserves this Attention Whore Award. Strike number 1. Speaking on the now removed Monster X Blog Talk radio episode on August 14th, 2016, and drunk gossiping about other Bigfoot researchers like Jeff Southern and talking down about Ron Moorhead, Wes Germer from Sasquatch Chronicles, and the Olympic Project. Man, I bet she had to kiss some serious Olympic Project ass for that blunder. Monster X Radio apologized profusely. She did not. I'm sure researcher Jess Southern didn't like her talking about her personal love life like that. You also criticized the Olympic Project, Shelley, which I may remind you, you are a part of. And Shelley made fun of Ron Moorhead and accused Wes Germer of being a hoaxer when she and Shane Corson thought the microphone was turned off. That blunder, in a word, is priceless.
You suck!
Sadly, you hurt another woman who had done nothing to you, who liked you, and your response was, they can suck my dick.
Oh no!
That's who you are, Shelley, and I don't think it's something to be proud of. You might even say, that is what I do on Off the Rictor. No, this is scripted. I use a teleprompter. This isn't gossip with a friend while drunk, thinking you're safe from the world when in fact you have a hot mic on. You got caught and you had something to hide. We all gossip, but we don't fuck up like that on that kind of scale. We all still love you, Shelley, though we just see you for what you are.
Ew, yeah.
Strike 2. Appearing on the local news and saying on camera that Bigfoot is like cancer and everyone knows someone who has seen Bigfoot. God, that was bad. And she tells me to edit my words? Bitch, please. Practice what you preach. Hold yourself up to the same standards you so intently talk about in your presentations. Strike 3. Saying her tracking class is the equivalent of a bachelor's degree. That's like saying, because I can do a handstand, it's the equivalent of being a gymnast in the Olympics.
You can do it, Shelley. You're a gymnast now. Uh-oh.
She's the very thing she dislikes about Bigfoot, an ego and a gossip. And because of that, Shelley Covington, Montana is our Hall of Shame Attention Horror winner. Unlike the Bigfoot Times, Daniel Perez, my award system is not misogynistic. If a bitch deserves it, a bitch gets it. This is what a, quote, fairy faggot does. Right, Shelley? In the world of Bigfoot, Shelley Covington, Montana is a big knot. All right, for our second category, my little Squatch monsters, we have Daniel Benoit, B. Mills, and Mark Eworth. Once again, it's time to spin the Bigfoot Wheel of Shame. Here we go. I'm gonna give one good spin. Big money, big money, big money, big money. Can I buy a vowel? Ooh, the next person gets immunity by the skin of their teeth. All right, who's it gonna be? So let's spin the wheel. Wow, Daniel Benoit of the ECBRO does not win the award for biggest shyster. That's a shock. We're now down to 2.
Anubis requires Rictor to add another name. Ooh.
It landed on add a name. Someone gets to be added to the Hall of Shame Awards. That's not on the original 3 nominees. Oh no. It can be any of you that is watching that thinks there's someone in the world of Bigfoot. It's going to be Russell Accord. Let's welcome Russell Accord from the International Bigfoot Conference to the Hall of Shame Awards. Let's see if he gets the award for biggest shyster. We're now back to our 3 nominees. And the winner is it landed on researcher That's interesting. What this category means, I have to tell you who I think is the best. Real researcher. Not one of these people. No. Someone that puts in the time, has the education level, character, and integrity in the world of Bigfoot. There's so many. God, there's at least 4 of you. If I had to pick, it would be...
Rictor wants to tell you guys who his favorite researcher is. Uh-oh.
Archaeologist Kathy Strain. Follow in her footsteps. She raises the bar. She sets the standard. Now, let's continue to our Bigfoot Wheel of Shame. Who is the biggest shyster in the world of Bigfoot? Let's find out. The biggest shyster award of the Hall of Shame goes to Mark DeWorth.
I mean, I know we can't all be pals. We can't. It's impossible.
I can't think of a better person that is deserving of this honor. Oh! The biggest shyster award goes to the Ohio Bigfoot Conference's promoter, BFRO curator, shameless moneymaker sycophant, and obvious dubious hoaxer Mark DeWorth. He puts on the once popular Ohio Bigfoot Conference, which is now a shadow of what it once was, since he can't take advantage of Bob Gimlin anymore. Now, why am I calling this stand-up guy a probable hoaxer? Because in a recent Popular Mechanics magazine, he and his associate, Big Boobs, are followed along by a journalist on one of their sham BFRO expeditions, which strangely enough, always provides people with some kind of Bigfoot activity. I allege you are guaranteed to have some kind of Bigfoot experience. Gotta give the people what they want. Right, Mark? It's a good business model. The article presents a Bigfoot cast provided by Mary Ross with the BFRO. First of all, despite the fact I think Bigfoot is real, according to science, it's not. So with that being said, any cast, any footage are all a fabrication. Even the beloved Patterson-Gimlin film. It's either hoaxes, pareidolia, or intentional misidentification. Just because some of you say you saw Bigfoot doesn't make it real.
I saw a Bigfoot.
I'll tell you what is real. This is a bear's double print. Even BFRO follower Dusty Ruth, who was with Mark on this field trip, said he saw bears on his thermal. You don't have to take a 2-day cyber tracker course like Shelley Covington, Montana, to see that it's intentionally misidentified bear print. But don't let that stop you from casting it and stop you from pushing it off as Bigfoot. You have ends to meet. Perpetuate the gravy train. Keep the legend of Bigfoot alive, no matter the cost, so you can make money and sell tickets to your has-been conference. At the end of the article, Mark DeWorth is quoted as saying, "As much as we want to find Bigfoot, we always have to be honest." How ironic. You wouldn't even know what honesty was, Mark, if it came up and would knocked you on the ass. You act like a phony, two-faced politician who's about to be impeached. How about you go home to your wife, Mark, and be a better man. Be a man with integrity. Be a man of character who doesn't call his friends minions. Be the person I thought you were when I first met you. And may I add, stop using your friends as a means. Like, for example, using your friends' frequent flyer miles to fly Dr. Jeff Meldrum to your conference. That's cheap.
And now, the award we've all been waiting for. The biggest hoaxer award for Off the Richter's Hall of Shame Awards. Will it be Colorado Bigfoot, Mark Abell, Sonia Horstman, the psychic? Well, she was psychic, she'd already know she won. And M.K. Davis.
Well, Mr. Colorado Bigfoot, Mark Abell, is the biggest hoaxer of the Hall of Shame, Season 3.
I really need to get some of you guys on Patreon.
This man begs you to give him money while he lies to you and tells you that he's going to film and show you Bigfoot. He has no shame, and he's obsessed with getting subscribers to his YouTube channel. Why? Because he wants money, and he hoaxes full-time now. The fact is, he is duping so many people and asking them to pay him on his Patreon page, which gives me cramps. No Midol can make this pain go away. A few people in Nathan Rio's inner circle told me that they think Mark Abel is insane. He may be, but he's smart enough to take advantage of people and take their money over filming rocks and sticks. And because Colorado Bigfoot and others like Mike Patterson and Timber Giant Bigfoot on YouTube, they are keeping the legend of Bigfoot alive in a positive way. Well, let me explain. When you have attention whores masking around as researchers, the subject of Bigfoot becomes secondary, and the attention is all about them. The unprofessional frat party amateur hour Bluff Creek Project isn't research, which includes Robert Lederman and Rowdy Kelly, especially when their most popular members, Jamie Shutmat and Steven Strufert, are so overshadowed by these hoaxers because of their online behavior. Let me Rachel Maddow it for you. You never saw Dr. Jane Goodall getting into an insult argument over gorillas with Diane Fossey's headless torso, did you? No, their focus was always on the animal, not their egos. It's a no-brainer why hoaxers like Mark Abel thrive with the likes of the Bluff Creek Project. However, apparently, hoaxing is hard work, and Mark Abel is the first Bigfoot hoaxer I have ever seen begging his audience for money. He may decry being a hoaxer, but in the court of Rictor, he is clearly and unequivocally a hoaxer. I should have been a hoaxer. I would have owned each and every one of you and taken all your money to the bank. And I wouldn't have shuttled money through different PayPal accounts like some Bigfoot shysters have done. That's how you get marked by the feds and get audited. You don't need a whistleblower for that. You have to provide a social security number, don't you? I like to think of myself as a decent human being. When you don't have self-respect, you have nothing. And with Bigfoot, you have nothing. All you have is your character, and Ohio only has a couple researchers who have just that. One is Amy Boo. No wonder she is such a threat to Mark DeWorth and his minions.
Hey y'all, my name is Amy. I'm from Ohio. I'm gonna go shoot me a Bigfoot.
It's hard work to make the right choices and to treat people with respect. She's up and coming, and sooner or later, she will be an elder, and she will own these Bigfoot sycophants and put them in their place.
Tell me a little bit, how did you get into this in the first place?
Well, it was totally a weird thing. I saw something in 2012, and of all places, Meander Reservoir. We were going over the bridge, and I am not saying that it was a Bigfoot, but that's what it looked like. So I'm like, this is crazy. Like, this can't be real, you know? But I looked into it, and there are a lot of sightings in Ohio, and even a lot in the Mahoning County area. A lot more in Columbiana County, but there are some up here, and so I just got really fascinated by it. So I'm not an expert.
Watch what she's doing. Well, that's the end of our show. Be sure to subscribe, give me a thumbs up, and comment down below and tell me if you agree with who the Bigfoot Wheel of Shame chose as this year's winners of Off the Richter's Hall of Shame Awards. It's been a fun 3 years. I can't wait for you guys to see what I have in store for you in 2020. Oh, I almost forgot. Rumor has it, all the way from Creature Weekend, there's a new Bigfoot TV show coming out on the Travel Channel. It stars Bob Gimlin's friend and manager, the antithesis of the Ohio Conference, Russell Accord. It's called The Russell Accord Show. I'm kidding. It's called Expedition Bigfoot. Well, welcome to the Bigfoot TV show club, Russell. We wish you success and hope you find Bigfoot, unlike the 7 years we wasted watching Finding Bigfoot. Shut up! I have faith in you, Russell. and his TV show arrives at the end of November on the Travel Channel. Keep an eye out for it. And Russell, do me a favor. Don't fall in a river like I did. And if you do, make sure you're wearing a wet t-shirt. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. As a parting gift for watching the final Off the Richter, we give you one final roasting. It features the Bigfoot Frat Party, the Bluff Creek Project, Steven Strufert, Jamie Wayne Shutmant, Rowdy Kelly, and Robert Lederman. The only person in the video that has any moral Bigfoot decency is someone that can lick its own balls, Rowdy Kelly's dog. But then everyone else in the Bluff Creek Project licks Steven's ass.
Ew.
So that's no great achievement. Maybe that's why they can't find Bigfoot. Maybe they should all do an intervention and clean that dirty, smelly Bigfoot store.
Hi, welcome to Off the Richter, Japan edition. Today we look at the Bluff Creek Project from America. In Japan, we have no Bigfoot. We have Godzilla, but we will help Bluff Creek Project look for the legendary Bigfoot. Let's watch honorable video.
フィルムが撮影された森の最寄りの町、ウィロークリーク。
The signs say, welcome to Bigfoot country. Everything in America say Bigfoot, hamburger, rafting, and bookstore. Oh, look, a bookstore that smells like cat pissou. Some say who work and live in the bookstore smells like rotten Korean fish. Kim Jong-un. Look, they sell maps to find the Bigfoot. This should be easy, no? Look, we in car driving to secret location to find the Bigfoot with esteemed honorable Americans. Oh, one in the car smells like cat pissou. In Japanese, that translation means, how did we lose the war to these idiots? And this translation means, when we return to Japan, Hari Kari is our only redemption. Well, look, it's Steven Strufert. In Japan, we call him Old Round Eye. Look how skinny he is. Bigfootos do not eat anything. They have no money. They are poor. He smells like cat pissou. They are poor. He smells like cat pissou. Look, it's Rowdy Kelly. And his dinner. He cooked dog because Old Round Eye has no money for food. Rowdy Kelly care about Old Round Eye.
徒歩で谷を下り。
Oh, do you notice they have no women with him? Why is that? Americans are so gay. Bluff Creek Project is a secret gay club. Where is Big Fat Man with the woman's name? Jimmy. He passed out in the dirty bookstore.
パターソンはここで有名なビッグフットが振り返るシーンを撮ったんです。その時ビッグフットはあそこで振り返ったんです。
Oh look, that Bigfoot is Roberto Litterman. He say Roger Patterson filmed gay porno. Yeah, with friend Bob Hieronymus. He say Bob Gimlin was dressed as Indian and Hieronymus dressed as gorilla. The rest is history, and frame 52 as well. Hieronymus got up to go wash his mouth out in the creek. Oh, look, it's all round there. In the exact spot Hieronymus 50 years ago. Maybe they find a dirty towel Roger Patterson used for gay sex film.
This is an outrage! I'm not Japanese! I'm a Bigfoot researcher! Ah! Well, that's the end of this jumbo-sized Off the Richter. Be sure to subscribe, give me a thumbs up, comment down below, and share the video with your friends, and let me know if you think I did a good job roasting these people on Off the Rictor. It's been 3 fun years. It's sad to see it come to an end, but sadly, I feel like I'm the only one in the world of Bigfoot that holds all these clowns accountable. And without Rictor around pointing the finger and admonishing those that deserve to be shaken up, it's going to be just a shyster, con man, hoaxer, attention whore paradise. Good luck, my little Squatch monsters. The truth is out there, and I do think Bigfoot's real, but you're not going to find it watching YouTube videos or on Facebook or social media. So on that note, keep the faith, get an education, don't be just a citizen scientist. That's for lazy people. Have a good night.
That scared me. I don't know. Listen, I have to get it on tape.
Okay, that last clip there where you hear a lady, that scared me, and she says, I have to get it on tape. She recorded that with her iPhone.
Wow.